this is ink, and this is Satisfactory. Okay, where did we finish last time? Okay, we added additional line for Bauxite. I ran out of ammo. Let's get some ammo. We designed the new rail system, and also this beast, which now adds some additional resources into the place. I just forgot what am I loading there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I also have aluminium in here. Yeah, that increases aluminium production. I have a bunch of rails. I think they will be problematic because of the power requirements. So we either go nuclear or we go increase oil production. For example, we could fully utilize this node for oil and just make insane amounts of power. Or just, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, the goal would be like take all of the oil, at least from like this region, and move it to the station. Maybe. Okay, let's first check out the power. How much power do we have? It's barely enough. Yeah, we can definitely go with more power. So yeah, sure. Let's go make a power plant. I have a resin generator and almost got hit by a train. Train station West Coast person. Let's go. Let's ride this train to the far side where the oil is plentiful, so we can make a bunch of power. So much power. Did you can see the roundabouts working nicely? Way too many rail signals, but because my blueprints were limited, I did not want to add more. And as now I have unlocked the biggest blueprints ever, which like is 10 by 10 grid. It makes it so much easier. It's a mountain. I just recently noticed how many the worms there are. There's like insane how many of them. There's also quite a good resource node in here. No, it's just normal oil. It's so much more convenient to have blueprints for rails. So much more easier to use stuff. I wish I could use blueprint as library from within the train. So we will be making a bunch of power, but we also will have a bunch of resin, which I think I'll be moving it somewhere else. Like maybe the main factory. So I could like process it differently. Maybe. Yeah, with this mod it actually shuffles all the resource nodes except the pressurized ones, so they will be at the same place. Get off my land. They seem to be eliminated, which is great. Great. A bunch of proteins and coal. So first maybe clear off the foliage. Explosions. Yeah, cluster novelist is great. And I'm not using cluster, I'm using regular ones. I think it just did not take them. Okay. Eliminated. And eliminated. Ah! Moth. Now it's dead. But didn't it? Why does light does not respond? So to produce oil, we need a pressure well pressurizer and a bunch of resources extractor nodes. This does increase the power requirements, so I'm not sure what's about that. I think maybe some of the power generators does not work. And then we have the extractors. Yeah, once we place all the extractors, which is quite limited actually. I thought there would be more of them. We can check out how much they produce, so we can then calculate what kind of requirements for the power plant we have. Come on, get out of here. Anyone else? Come on. Come over, don't be shy. I have some presents for you. Take this slug. It's a slug. And that's some meat. That's some other kind of meat. So let's see. We'll be increasing the power to the maximum. So it's 900 cubic meters per minute from all of these nodes. Oh, that's all of them. And which means only 2 of pipes. Yeah, because the pipe supports 600 units. So it is quite limited, I see. And also there's no pretty way of actually connecting it, but that's how it goes. Do this and do that. So it's like kind of balanced. Oh, I also missed one here. So this one makes 75. Just okay, 75. 150. This one 75, so I should make it easier to understand. So that's 300. Probably it's imbalance. Maybe like this. I should just do like this and maybe it will be balanced. Because it will be flowing on its own. Stack a couple of pipes. Balanced. Yeah, I'm just guessing how much it should go to keep it balanced. So something like that. So we have 2 pipes. Okay. So that gives me 900 of the oil. And let's see our blueprints. In the power we have a resin generator which takes 450. So how convenient, only 2 of these. That give me 14 megawatts and 2. Ooh. 1.5 belt of resin. Look at that. Look at this beautiful blueprint, which does not go well because it does not have the foundations. It would be nice if the explosions would actually clear those 2. Okay. Production. I don't have more oil here. Foundations. I will want probably bring in more of the oils, so need to place in the way so it would be kind of expandable. Maybe into this location. That's not how you place it. I don't like that the grid is like put on location. Yeah, it is not 45 degrees, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't like it how it goes. Also need more better way to see what's happening. In which directions do we expand? Well, it does not matter if it's some mountain builder on it. Yeah, let's just expand to the ocean. Ah yes, it seems that my concrete supply is limited. Hey, I need concrete. Concrete. Let's go, take all of it. Okay. And if we go into blueprints, our resin generator, we lacking so many things. Barely any concrete though. So modular frames. We need to unload a lot of stuff. How did my inventory fill up with junk? How? Okay. Sort this. Oh, it filled up with the blueprint stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem is you have such a huge blueprint that your inventory cannot support it. And 1,000 cables. So in the way you almost need to, like for example, the cables does not stack. So this is how many cables I need. And a bunch of copper sheets. And that's just one, and we need 2 of these. But this is actually 7 megawatts of power from one resource node. Oh, we still don't have enough brick wire. Yeah, the main factory should be like producing so much stuff now just for this. Okay, now we can build it. What do you mean 4 missing resources? It takes so much space. We don't even have enough space to build it here. We need more foundations. And probably remove these trees. Okay. Trees, 5. Apparently not getting enough throughput. So stream may be a bit laggy. We'll see. The recording should be fine though. Concrete. Zoop. Yeah, that should deal with the space requirements. Okay. Where do we... Okay, we feed... What's the direction of output? Okay, we need to switch it so it would go near the station. Look at this blueprint. It doesn't look amazing, it's fairly huge. And we can also stack it up if needed. And it's just one, and we need another one. Okay. The main inventory is like basically empty. Blueprints, resin generator. Okay. Then we take the power line. Power. Priority power switch. Expand this space and priority power switch. Also have some power storage just in case, because I need to keep the fuel fed. I generally don't have this problem of like running out of power, but you know, it's just for extra precaution. And this will go towards this dude. Can I remove these power poles and then nicely feed the oil. There's one oil pipe. Out of rubber. No. I don't know if I have dimensional depots and everything. No, not really. I generally don't need that many. It takes a megawatt just to run it. Yeah, that's quite a lot. And we should be seeing it like 450 at each pipe. Oh no, the resin is not connected. Okay, so that is resin. Now we should be slowly making more fuel with some fuel buffers. Look at that, doubling, well, not doubling, so much power. Also making a bunch of resin. Yeah, should be like around 450, so they would be like split, but it does not seem that they are split. Probably would be a good idea to add additional buffer or fluids in case power fluctuations, or at least the buffer on the foundation. Yeah, so this should ensure that the even flow, which I can't tell about these guys, if they're working at a good efficiency. Okay, they seem to be using all of the resources. I'm like saying 66% because everything is flowing out. 400. Yeah, it should be fairly okay. It does need some time to stabilize. Could it be that it just does not have enough pressure? Maybe. Not logistics. Add a pump. Okay. So this is that. We added additional power station, which still not yet stable, but should be stable enough soonish. And if we do increase some power, we still have a couple sources of oil in here and in here. So we can take all of this output and load it into the station. But now I cannot remove the station, it will block the power. No. If we clear some of the tiles here, we can add our station blueprint. Ow. So we have a blueprint, a really special blueprint, which we designed in the previous video. You should check it out if you want to see. It's uncut, so it will be fairly longer one. We made the loading station and unloading station, and I see we need way more space for it, and this actually should be in line with the rails. And we out of plastic. I didn't think this through, did I? I don't think I did, but anyways, then we need to clear all of this. Okay, and that's our station. Some rails in here. West Ocean. It's just a small station. Yeah, some problems with signals still. Yes, it should be turning around, but we can feed it some plastic in. As it's just 2 belts, I can just do this. Yeah, we extend these lines, so feed into them. Then this one can move. I need some stackable poles. So this one, that's another one. Okay, and it's loading. And just in case, also add some throughputs. Yes, at the moment it seems that it's not giving me as much as it should be, because something in the system is malfunctioning. Okay, this one 100%, this one 100%. It's definitely the performing, is just doing half of it. So it's either something is not connected or something is not flowing. At the moment it just seems that something is not flowing. Yeah, the end. It's just for some reason the oil is not flowing fast enough. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, maybe it will fix itself. But we have the loading station, which will load the resin into 4 different wagons and keep it balanced. I'm just not sure if the train itself has, well, have the loading station. Let's add some wagons. Okay, that's wagons. We'll call it resin and West Ocean. Okay, fully loaded. Hold down the resin. Save, and now we just drive to the main base. Yeah. Oh, we just drive to the main base, and when we come back, we'll see what we can do later. For example, feed this resin to the plastic refineries. I think in the logistics floor of the main base, we can feed the resin so we can make more plastic, so we can make more computers, because we're currently lacking just mostly computers. let's go to the desert, get some stuff. It would be great to unlock like diluted fuel recipe, but they only have diluted package fuel, and that's not enough. Like, adds too much additional processing, and it's not beneficial. Oh, we must slow down. No. And this tiny train is in front of us. Yep. Look at our main base. It's quite a big factory, and the floors are a bit not expanded correctly. You could probably match all of the other floors. The top floor uses blueprints for ceiling, and everything else seems to be really compacted. Nope. Oh look, we just bumped into each other. Okay, let's go. Let's fix this. This is not okay. This is slow. Like, it's supposed to work like a real roundabout, but it doesn't. Okay, and I do not have a logistics for resin. Do I? Not really. No, we can just simply extend it. We could have just simply extended it. Okay, never mind. This is a temporary solution. A block signal here. Also, why there is no lights in here? And a pass signal in here. And for my experience, using floodlights is way better, because regular flat lights does not shine through enough. Nope, I missed. Okay. Let's make sure it's straight and connect it back to the main line. Okay. That's a block signal here. Block signal on the station. And anything else? Yes, I need to somehow fix it. This one. Like, sorry, it will not be going here. That's not the path signal. It will be going this direction. And then instead of that, we'll be connecting it straight. Add a path signal in here. It's a block signal. I'll paint this train blue. So many steps to the station in blue. Name the station. Make sure everything is in loading. Yep. It's not blue. And go that is in simple, clear, edit, number, resin, and unload on resin. And it should be golden. Yeah, so we'll have resin being loaded and loaded, and in this roundabout it will turn around and go. Here, this train, or the oil, will also use that roundabout to turn around, so it will not block the really important, crucial train throughput. And that should be good enough, I guess. Just a bit more lights, spice things up. Yeah, I probably need to and somewhere in here the plastic should be made. Periodic merger. That's a new item in Satisfactory, which I would say the priority is the center, so it would not hold the starting line, I guess. Let's then add a simple tier 5 input. If my train back in the power plant would arrive. No, it got stuck. That's unfortunate. yeah, the train got stuck. But the power of remote factory, which is a mod, it could go into pressurized. I can teleport. Let's see. Let's get it unstuck, and I think this should be well good enough for today. So it's getting a bit late. So train, what's up? So this should be just loading. It's still underpowered. No idea why. Oh yeah, I know why. It does not have enough oil for some reason. And so we go. Load it with resin. Would go back into the main factory. You can see the loop around it. There's a mega factory at the moment. Though I am getting some problems of just general space, spendability, as my input lines are fairly close together. Yeah, this is where all the resources come in, and distributing it throughout the floors is also fairly difficult. Here's where I make compacted coal for steel and the coal power plants. It would be nice to have a bit better water extractors, because 300 is a bit low throughput. Wait, not even 300, it's actually even less because of the mods. But we have finally arrived at the main base, carrying a bunch of resin, which should go into the top floor. Let's make sure I don't get hit by a train. Okay, let's go use the elevator. Hub terminal. I could unlock the drones. Drones required radio control units. Okay. Catwalk, designer, refineries. Wait, what? What just happened? Refineries, please. Huh? Lol. The elevator is stuck. Huh? What? That's kinda odd. Okay, if I call the elevator in here, will it work? Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I will not be going to this floor. Thank you. Logistics. I want to see what we put on this. Oh. Am I oil limited? Why? Because just pulling. Ah, that's okay. So, yeah, here we make a bunch of rubber. Definitely not have the throughput issues. And now we have a bunch of resin coming in from the base factory and from the West Ocean factory. Now it definitely should be okay in terms of resin. Not resin, plastic. To the point where I could like add an additional one. Or we can just do that later. Yeah. So we definitely make not enough plastic. So there's a plant in there, but yeah. That place makes fuel. Wait, no, that makes a bunch of copper. That place makes a bunch of fuel and ammunition. This place makes a bunch of resin, power, plastic, and rubber. And that place makes everything else. Okay. So that's pretty good. So we managed to expand a bit of power production in the West Ocean. Use the resin to transport it back to the main base to fix the plastic production issues. We still have some of it. At the moment it's just throughput issues. Well, actually. And yeah. Next time we will probably be able to expand the plastic production and maybe figure out what we'll be building next. Ever from probably like radio control units or turbo motors. And all the stuff needed for them, like a bunch of smelters. Because I don't want to continue using this base, a starter base, and maybe make it a bit more modular. Like a specific factory just for a specific product, and just have a bunch of trains instead of like everything in one place. Yeah, that sounds a bit more fun. So that would be it for today.